Hello and welcome back to Rabbit Hole 432. I'm glad you're here today. This is the first video in a series that I'm calling Things I Wish I'd Known Sooner. Whether you're just beginning your journey to help supporting a loved one with a substance use disorder or have been on this path for a while, I hope what I share today can help. When I first started supporting my daughter through her 5-year battle with addiction, I remember how endless and painful the journey felt to me. There are things I wish I had known sooner that could have saved us both a lot of pain and a lot of heartache. Stick with me until the end because I'll reveal the 4 insights that I wish I had known in the very beginning. Let's go back to 2015. It was the year that my life took an unexpected and difficult turn. My divorce had just become final, and I lost my husband. I lost my home, and I lost a huge part of my identity. But just when I thought things could not possibly get any worse, I watched my only daughter spiral deeper into the darkness of addiction. At the time, I knew almost nothing about addiction. I believed, as many do, that addiction was a moral failing, that if people wanted to quit, they could. I'd heard this from friends and family all my life, and I believed the same. When my daughter was in the throes of her addiction, most of my support network disappeared. I found myself alone, heartbroken, and financially stretched thin, trying to get her help that she so desperately needed. I sent her to countless treatment centers, but the cycle kept repeating. She'd come home and soon after would find her way back to the streets. My valuables disappeared, my savings dwindled, and I felt powerless. I remember asking, why me? What did I do to deserve all of this? And my daughter would look at me and say, Mom, you are not the victim here. And while she was right, it sure felt like I was the victim. I was losing everything and everyone I loved at an alarming rate. And I was terrified that my daughter was going to be next. So here it is. 4 things that I've learned that I wish every family dealing with a loved one's addiction could know from the start. Educate yourself about addiction. Understanding the science and the psychology behind addiction can change how you approach everything. Addiction is complex and often misunderstood. Learning the facts can be a lifesaver. Know that recovery has to come from within. You can't force recovery. You can't buy it. You can't threaten it. Believe me, I have tried everything. Bribes, ultimatums, even paying for the best treatment centers. None of it worked until my daughter decided she was ready. Support without enabling. This is one of the toughest lessons I learned, was how to support her without enabling. Set healthy boundaries and enforce them. And remember, do not leave valuables lying around. Recognize what you are dealing with and do not be afraid to protect yourself. Seek community support early. Please, reaching out to a local recovery organization can be a lifeline. Not only can they provide resources like fentanyl test strips and Narcan at no cost, but they can keep you updated on all the latest harm reduction strategies that might save your loved one's life. It is one of the most important calls that you will ever make. Please trust me on this.